Ois Dalad. V'hinei Kol Seder HaTfilah Sha'ad Shemona Esrei, the order of the davening, which is up till the Amidah, Yachona L'Shemona Esrei. So that is the preparation for Shemona Esrei. The Hainu, what does it mean to prepare? Kidei sheyuchal lispalel Shemona Esrei bekavona mirusa delibo, so that he should be able to daven the Amidah, the Shemona Esrei, the 80 brachas of the Amidah with kavona, with the rotzein halev, with the desire of the heart. What does it mean? That Shabbat Omri, when he says Baruch Ato Hashem, so that this request should be truthfully, that he should really want, that he should want from the Rotzen Halev, that there should be the revelation that Baruch Ato Hashem, there should come down the Shem Havayim. So, in order for the person to reach this step, that's why our sages of blessed memory instituted so that we should say first the verses of song and the blessings of Shema in order to create that the brachas of the Amidah should be proper. In order to create a Ratzon Alev, we have to first say the Psukkah Didim and Birchas Kriya Shema, as he's going to explain by reading about the Malachim and how they are inspired to do. Then that's going to also inspire him as well, and that's going to bring out the Reusa Deliba. Mamer Rasal, like our sages of blessed memory said, that le'olam first, you organize the praise of Hashem, and then you daven. The idea is in the verses of song from the Tehillim that we say before the davening, before the Amidah, before Shema, then the blessings of Yetzer. Maskirin Onu, we mentioned min hashira v'hashvach of the song and the praise. Shamalochim mishabchim ve'emrim. The Malachim, they praise and they say b'yiro gimel pam kodesh 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 kodesh. What does that mean? Dahainu eichshu yizbarach kodesh umuvdul. That is how he blessed is holy and distinct, separate. And he's not grasped. There is no thought that can grasp it. And there's no comparison to Hashem at all. And then you say weiter, and the Efanim are with a great noise. What does their noise come from? The fact that they understand a little bit how Hashem is Kodesh. That gives them that great noise, the great excitement. So the Malachim are considered on a lower level than the Yidden. So the fact that we see that the Malachim can stand in that level, that tells us, and where are we standing? We should technically be on even a higher level. And yet that will bring out that level of desire to want to connect, like the Malachim. They're called standing, they're stationary. Like the Pasuk says, the Pasuk that says to the Navi, I will give you, you will be able to walk amongst those who stand here. So the Malachim are called the one that stand. They're called standing. Known the meaning of Atzi Shitim Eimdim, they're standing. They are only in the level of feet, they're standing. גם כן הפוסק בטיפול לפני רגלוב, ותיב ותסחרן לחולו, והוא מבזבור in the Zohar Pashas Lech Lecha Daf Pei Vav Amud Aleph. Man Raglov, who is Raglov, his feet in the Malachim. So basically, Malachim are called feet, the Yisrael, Shalamato, and the Yidden, as we are below, they are on the level and they're on the step, they're the head. Yisrael means Ki Yisrael Hainu Li Rosh. To me, ahead, Yisrael Olub Machshava. They come from the level of Machshava, from the level of Mochi, and not as opposed to the Malachim Uraglaim. And therefore, when a person puts to his heart, that how the level of the Malachim they find in Kulu, they are only on the level of Raglaim. They're standing with great love and fear and with great noise. From their excitement that they were able to grasp the greatness of the blessed Sof. And on the other hand, contrast that with Yisrael, which are the level of the Reish. They're sleeping. That we are like dreamers. Why we call like dreamers? The love flips and passes away. No more love to Hashem. We're like a dream. A dream, you dream about something, and then you wake up, there's nothing there. This, after the davening, that whole love that the person has to Hashem, it passes. All of his yearning, his whole desire is is just to fill the needs of the body. And you make the needs of the body the main. So through this reflection, his heart will be very bitter in him. From this great descent, the neshama descended from a high roof chulu, which is that all of a sudden those who are on the top are just so on the bottom. And this will wake him up. This will arouse him. To cry out to Hashem in his pressed situation, from the point of his heart, of his heart to Hashem. And this is what our sages of blessed memory said. That a person cannot start davening. You can't stand up to daven only if you have kovid rosh. What does it mean, kovid rosh? So taiches, two taiches. First of all, we just said kovid rosh, meaning that the head is heavy, that you think about the heaviness, that the rosh went down very low. And then kovid rosh means the level of being subdued because of that. When he reflects on this great descent, that the head has been lowered so much below, it's laying on the dust. Instead of the head being on the top, it's laying on the dust. And this is the meaning of kovid rosh. So from this he'll come to being subdued, great humility. That will be heaviness of head, literally meaning being subdued. It was the start. So first, the reflection that the head has gone down and it's laying in the ground, and then make him in a level of subdue. And through this being subdued, feeling He's going to come l'bchinas vayitzaku el Hashem batzad lahem. So you scream out to Hashem in your difficult situation, when you're uncomfortable, this oider, b'tshuva, merusa, the liba, to wake up, to arouse with teshuva from the yearning, the rotzen halev, loshu el Hashem mamish, to return to Hashem mamish. Zo b'chinas, and that's the level of ahavta b'chol levavcha, to love Hashem with all your heart, shebikriya shema, that we do in the Shema. So then, and then through all the above, through this preparation of the achona, of the reflection of the Psukkah de Zimra, the Birchas Krishma, through all this, and then he can really truthfully, in the truth of truth, ask, when he davens the Shemona Esrei, Baruch Atah Hashem, it should be Baruch Atah Hashem, Sheyiyah Gilui Eneso Baruch Hu, Shelamayla Mihishtalsus Lamata. That the revelation of the Eneso Baruch Hu above should be Mamesh below. Kol Zehu Inyan Havodesh Zebeleis Tefillah. This is the service of the heart, which is daven. And the Achar Kach, Sodichli is Kelim Legiloy. Then you have to make the vessels for this revelation of light. So Inyan, this is the idea to create the vessels for that Rotzen Halev that you had. La'avda Zura Mach Mitzvah Sasei. To work it, to bring down the 248 lights, to bring down that light in the Kelim, to be Liyas Light, Liyas Dir B'Tachtoin, to be Dir B'Tachtoin. Hinei, Amr Azal, sages tell us that Yofesh or Achad B'Tshuva Ma'asim Tovim, Ba'elam Hazem B'Kol Chaya Elam Haba. That 1 hour teshuva and good deeds in this world is more beautiful than all the life of the world to come. Ki olam haba, and the reason is because olam haba urag b'chinas ziv hashchina. That's only the ray of the shchina. Hainu ziv va'ora ba'alma. That's only a ray and a shine. Shamizeh, from that shine, and in hanushomes umisangin, they enjoy that. But through the tshuva ma'asim tovim be'elam hazeh, mamshichim baruch atah Hashem, mamshichim gilu ein sof baruch hu mamish. Over there we draw down the revelation of the actual blessed ein sof. That's the source of the light and the ray, which is only a ray. But you bring down the source, ein sof baruch hu mamish. This is what the sages tell us. What does it mean that he left from Gan Eden to work it? Zura mach mitzvah sasei. Shalidei ha-mitzvahs. So the mitzvahs mamshichim toisves oirav began Eden. We bring down a lot more light in Gan Eden Ein Sof Baruch Hu, from the Ein Sof Shu Moker. That is the source of the ray. So to bring down more light in Gan Eden, the source of the ziv, that happens to the mitzvah sasei. That means that we work the garden. This is the work of the Gan Eden. What does it mean, the work of the Gan Eden? That you add a lot of light through the mitzvahs. The biur apostle by Daber Moshe al Rosh Hamatos. Because an inspired Pirush V'inyan Loshen Aveda, from the above we explained what does it mean, the language of Aveda, work. Ma inyono, what is the idea? What is Aveda? Shulahamshir Gilui Ein Sof Lamato, that is to bring down, reveal the infinite light below, Dira B'Tachtoin, to make a dwelling place b'Tachtoin. And also, V'chein, Dire betachtonim v'chein toisus oir v'garein chulu. V'hainu al yidei kiyum hamitzvos esim v'loises. That's through mitzvahs and loises. So that's the mitzvahs to bring down the Ein Sof. But we need the davening to come before it. Ach mitzvahs tzrichas kavana, but the mitzvahs need kavana. B'bchinas hatfilah. That is the davening. Which Baruch Ato Hashem, to Baruch Ato Hashem, lahamshich ha'oir al yidaveda shabalev, to bring down the light through the avodah shabalev. So take mitzvahs are the ones that bring it down, but you need the kavanah in order to bring down the light. You need the kavanah in the heart in order for you to be able to bring down through the mitzvahs. Look at Moshe Kosu. Im yosim elov liboy, if you put your heart to Hashem, that's the davening. Ruchayu nishmos elov yisrael. So then you'll get his ruach and neshama. You'll be able to get that level of the ruach and neshama to bring it down. Kidei sheyiyeh habakosha b'shmoyne esrei. So that the ask when we say in the Shemona Esrei, Baruch Ato Hashem, because it's both. By a mitzvah, you also make Baruch Ato Hashem Mashek D'Shara b'mitzvah. So, and in the davening, you say Baruch Ato Hashem Medamid as well. So, in order that we should say Baruch Ato Hashem Be'emes Labitei, should say it truthfully. So, Tzorich Liya is Tchila P'sukei Zimra, U'Brichas Krishma, the blessing Krishma, and also the Krishma Atzma. Okay, now, we said before. This is all the level of Yaakov Avdi. We started off, it says, Lo hibit oved Bi'Yaakov le'ro'amol B'Yisrael. The two names of Yaakov and Yisrael. And Yaakov is the Avodas Eved. Yisrael is Avodas Ben. This is Avodah of an Eved. Shua Mamshich, the Yaakov Avdi is the Mamshich, draws down Liyas B'chinas Dina B'tachtoinim Aidei Tefillah Mitzvahs, to be a dwelling place below through the davening and mitzvahs. And Lochei Nikra, that's why we call him Yaakov. What is Yaakov? Yud Eikev. Shu B'chinas Yud Eikev, to take the Yud to bring it down all the ways to the heel. Yaakov, Yud Eikev. By now, the Moshul, by way of example of Chud HaShedra, of the spinal cord, Hanimshach Mahamoyach, Umispashid Ad Raglayim, that comes, extends from the Yud to the Eikev, extends from the Moyach, Umispashid Ad Raglayim. It expands up to the feet. The feet, how does it go to the feet? Because it says like this. The Fishachut Magia at Gid Hanosha, that comes to the Gid Hanosha. The Shomu Mispatzel V'Yerev, there he branches out and it descends V'Rechaim in the thighs, V'Raglaim in the feet. V'Zeu Inyan Hayud Shenimshechat B'Chinas Eikev. That's Yud Eikev, Yaakov, Yud Eikev. V'Hinei Hayud Hu Nikuda Uchma. The Lesbei Chibra cloud, that's a dark, that Yud is like a dark point, that there is no white at all. Dark point means it's very hidden. The level of Yud comes from a very hidden place which is dark, small, little Yud. He makes darkness where he hides. That points on the level of closed up, that's hidden, that's not understood at all. And the work is to bring it down below. The Hainu, the Islabich Gam Be'olam Hazeh Mamish, Shu B'chinas Akvayim, to make it, dress it up, that Yud, that hidden, that level which is really stimo, closed up, to bring it down in Olam Hazeh. That is Eikev, Yod Eikev, to bring it down to the level of the heel mamish. Hainu Ayidei mitzvahs ma'asiyos. This takes place through the physical mitzvahs, shenasu midvarim gashmin mamish, which are made out of actual physical items. That the bechinas akvayim ba'eirin so baruchu shoyre unimshach unislavish b'hem, that it rests and extends and dresses up in them. So Yud Ekev, and this is the idea of Yud Ekev, Shem, Yud Mislavish, B'chinas Akvayim, that the Yud dresses up in the level of Akvayim. Ma'im Asher Kosuf, Soif Divra Maschil, Hayeshev Yaakov Be'eretz Chulu, Divra Maschil, Aboim Yashesh Yaakov. So, Yaakov Avdi, we bring it down both through the davening and through the mitzvahs. Achidei lahamshich za'adeh mitzvahs. In order to draw it down through the mitzvahs, tzorich liyaz b'chitchila atfila. First, we need a daven. Shebechinas is oiris reuso de liba. That is the waking up of the rotzen haled. Yesh dalad madreges. He says there is 4 steps. This is rotzen. That is the desire. And then you have machshava dibur ma'aseh. You have thought, speech, and action. So before it comes down, machshava dibur ma'aseh, it has to be the rotzen Allah. Okay, dei lahamshich. B'chinas hayud lamato. In order to bring down from the level of yud below, which is b'chinas gilu v'amshochas rotzen ha'elyin, that is to reveal and to bring down the supreme will, which is dressed up in the level of the supreme chokhmah, in chokhmah d'atzilus. Hidavke al yidei reuso de liba. It comes through the rotzen halev, chinas v'imcha lechafatzti, through the level. I don't want anything else but Hashem. So you need the desire for Hashem. That rotzen, that is the key to bring down the level of Yud, of Chokhmah, Ilah, to be Bizgalus, the Insof in the world. So first you have davening. And through the davening, Mamshichim, Achakach Gilu B'chinas Rotzul Elyon, Idea mitzvahs. Then we take this revelation of the Rotzul Elyon through the mitzvahs, so that liyois, that it should be Asher Kedishonu b'mitzvahsov mitzivanu, that he has sanctified and commanded us sheyumshach b'chinas kodesh ha'elyon sheb'chinas yudanal lemata, so that level of kodesh kedishonu from the supreme kodesh, that it should come down below. That's what sages tell us. Al tfilosi shetehei smuchol lemitosi chulu, meaning to the davening close to my bed, meaning that you should bring it down till the level of mat. Oyesh leimar, can further say, Mashikosu beparshas achrei b'dibra maschil kabayem hazeh yechapen, that kitfila u'toira v'tzedakah, davening, and Torah and tzedakah heim neged gimel b'chinas machshava dibur ma'aseh. They correspond to the 3 level machshava dibur ma'aseh. Here we talked about 4 levels, and we talked tefillah was the level of rotzah, and then you had machshava dibur ma'aseh. But here it says tefillah, Torah, tzedakah. They correspond to the 3 levels of machshava dibur ma'aseh. Zoinyan berosiv yitzarti v'afasisi, the 3 oilamos. So that's why the hamshocha needs to be in the order. That first you bring down the yud, so you take down the yud and the supreme will in the level of machshava, shuhu aidei tefillah. That's mainly the Vedic Shabbatai. And then And then from there you go through the other level through Torah and Tzedakah. So the main thing is Tefillah Avodah Shabbat. In a Al-Bechino Madregas with Yaakov Avdi on this level of Yaakov Avdi Namar, it's written Lo Hibit Oven Bi'Yaakov. It doesn't look the oven on Yaakov. What does it mean? Pirush Oven Hu Amirma Baramos. Oven means the trickery, to being deceitful. Kemoi, like V'ish Oven Machshevoso, a man of deceit, his thoughts. Shu Machsovas Virurim Bishin Shel Umah, those are thoughts and bad contemplations. That's opposite the good thought of davening. The davening is avodah shebelev and machshava d'kedusha. V'zeu oven imreisi belibi. That's what he's saying. Did you see? The pasuk says, "Oven imreisi." Do you see any trickery in my heart? So this is in machshava d'kedusha, that there should be only holy. And the same thing is v'chein b'dibur. The same thing will be with dibur shalom hazeh. That is on the other hand, when she calls to divrei piv avon mirma. The words of his mouth are trickery and deceitful. V'chein b'maisa. And also b'maisa we find when she calls to peile oven. When a person reflects in the davening with the Chacham bin Ran Sol B'Gdulas Hashem, in the greatness of Hashem. So, what stands up against the person? The bad thoughts of the other side. Those are the thoughts of the deceitful person, the bad thoughts. However, greater is the power of Yaakov. Yaakov is stronger. Also by itself. In essence, is why? Yaakov gam tzad atzmai. Ki yesh yisron la'kedusha al sitra achrot yisron eir chulu. Kedusha has an advantage over the other side, just like light has an advantage over darkness. And the main thing is va'ikir ki Hashem elokov imah, because Hashem, your God, is with you. And that's the support you get from above. And this is hibit oven bi'Yaakov. This is Yaakov. That this oven cannot look at Yaakov, cannot confuse him. Because he won't able to, the Sitra cannot. He will fall before him, and basically Yaakov David will be victorious. Over there it says also he would not able the malach to Yaakov. Yaakov who Yud Ekev. Yaakov Yud Ekev, which is Yesod Abba, the element of Abba. So Inyan Hatfilah, and this is the idea of Tfilah, Sham Shochas Hadas, so B'chinas Yesod Abba Chulu, V'ayin Shom.